This program is for all of you out there that get tight lower backs. A lot of my clients spend at least 40 hours a week sat at a desk. Of course, the lower backs are going to get tight, and this is a really effective program at fixing it. But this program is not for people in an acute phase of a herniated disc, with disc prolapse, spinal arthritis, all the other spinal issues. For that, you have to contact me direct. Then I can make you a specific program. Okay, so let's start lying down. We're going to take the feet hip distance apart, and we're going to take the hands behind the back of the head. And when we lift the head up, you want to have the feeling of pulling your belly through into your lower back. We're going to be doing a lot of that, so let's do 10. We're going to take an inhale, and then lift, and back. Lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so now I'm going to take the hands onto the mat, and we're going to do single leg lifts. Again, every time you lift the leg, I'm doing it on an exhale. Don't worry if that doesn't happen, but you're definitely going to have the feeling of pulling the belly through to your lower back. So off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Okay, so that's been waking up the core there. We're going to go onto the stomach now. We're going to work into the back extensors. I'm going to take my legs together. If that's uncomfortable for the lower back, you can take them apart. We're going to have forehead on hands. We're going to lift up very long and low. Again, I'm going to do this on an exhale. So let's take an inhale and then lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we were working into the back extensors there. So we're going to take a little stretch here. We're going to do a cat stretch, not cat-cow, guys, just cat. So you're going to drop the head, curl the pelvis under. Okay, let's take an inhale here. And on an exhale, we're going to slide on through a long flat back and not what is sometimes called cow. And one more time, taking an inhale. And then dropping the head on the exhale, curling the pelvis under. And we'll take an inhale here. And then we're going to slide all the way through. Okay, so let's tuck the toes underneath now. We're going to start working into the glutes and the hamstrings. Healthy glutes, strong glutes and hamstrings are really important for a pain-free lower back. So we're going to do 10 on each side again. And we're going to lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to do it on the other side. Remember, keeping the lower back strong, keeping that feeling of lifting the belly into the spine. And off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we're going to lie around on the back again in that same position. Feet hip distance apart. I'm going to still work into the glutes and into the hamstrings. And we're going to do shoulder bridges. Let's do 10 of these. So we'll take an inhale and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. Okay, so from here, we want to pull the belly into the back again. We're going to lift both legs up. We're going to do some toe taps. So let's pull the belly through to the spine. Lift the legs up in the air, and you want to keep this very strong, yeah? So we're going to take an inhale, and then 1 foot down, and then back 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. Okay, so just pop the feet back down onto the floor. That's worked a little bit more dynamically into the core, into the lower back there. So let's come round onto the side. We're going to do a side plank. I'm going to do a modification of this one, an easier version. It's going to be on the knees. I'm just going to do 10 seconds. But if you're strong enough, you can do a full side plank with straight legs, and you can hold it for 10, 20, 30, however many seconds you want, up to about 2 minutes or so. Okay, so I'm going to do this easier version. We're going to hold it for 10 seconds. I've got my elbow underneath the shoulder. That's really important. Side of the forearm on the mat. I'm going to use this hand to help me up. So let's take an inhale, and I'm going to use the exhale. Lift myself up, and I'm just going to stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently back down. Okay, so we'll do that on the other side. So, side of the forearm on the mat, elbow under shoulder. Okay, my legs are bent, that's going to help. I'm going to take an inhale, and on the exhale, I'm pushing up, moving the arm. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, gently down we go. So staying with this more dynamic exercising, we're going to come onto all fours, yeah, knees together, toes tucked underneath. And we're going to lift the knees just off the floor, just about a centimetre. And as we do that, we want to have the feeling again of lifting the belly to the spine. I'm going to do this on an exhale too. Let's do 10 of these. We're going to take an inhale and lift. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. Okay, come back to sit a second. Just shake the hands out, and the last thing we're going to do for this dynamic phase is a plank, front plank on the knees. Again, if you're strong enough, you can do a full plank. And again, you will have to slowly increase the time the longer you do this program. We're just going to do 20 seconds on this one. So I'm going to go onto my elbows like I was earlier. I've got my fingers linked together. I want to get my shoulders over my elbow. I'm just going to walk the knees back a little bit so I get a challenge here for the core. And we're going to stay for 20 seconds. Okay, and I'm thinking of keeping my belly lifted up into my lower back. Yeah, that's really important. Okay, we're nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and you can relax. So we've worked the core, we've worked the glutes, we've worked the hamstrings. All these are very important for a healthy lower back. Let's lie down now. We're just going to do 3 different stretches. And the first one we're going to do is to relax the lower back. We're going to bring the right leg up into the chest, and let's hold this here. We're going to hold it here for about 10 seconds, but you can hold it longer again. A minute and a half or so. Okay, that's roughly 10 seconds. Let's do that on the other leg. So knee into chest here, relaxing the lower back. Okay, good. So taking the feet back on the floor again, we're going to start stretching into the hips. Tight hips, you'll also have problems in the lower back. This one, we're going to take the right foot across like that. Now, if you're really tight in the hips at the moment, this might be enough for you and you can stay here. If not, you're going to try lifting the legs towards the chest. Either take the hands behind onto the hamstring here, but if you can, what gives you more leverage and more stretch is if you can link the fingers together and put them just underneath the knee here. And we're going to hold this again just for now for 10 seconds. But of course you can hold this one longer. Okay, unwrapping the legs, we'll do that on the other side. So remember, it's either this modification here or with the hands linked together onto your hamstring, or ideally with the fingers linked together just behind the knee, and we'll stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to do one last stretch, guys, and that's for hamstrings. Tight hamstrings also are a big problem with painful and tight lower backs. So let's bring one leg up into the chest again. We're going to link the fingers together onto the back of the leg there, and we're going to flex the foot. So you're going to keep the foot flexed and you're going to push it up to the ceiling. You might not be able to get much more than that. That's okay. Make sure that you don't let the back of your hip leave the mat. It's much more important that you keep the back of the hip down and the leg isn't straight, and try to straighten it and lift the back of the hip away. Okay, so we're going to push the heel up towards the ceiling. You're going to point the foot. You're going to flex the foot, and then you're going to bend the knee. Let's do 3 more. So we're flexing, and then point, and then flex, and then bend. And again, flex, point, flex, bend. One more. Flex, point, flex, bend. Okay, so let's do that on the other leg. Link the fingers together onto the hamstring, and we're going to flex, point, flex, bend, flex, point, flex, bend. 2 more. Flex, point, flex, bend, flex, point, flex, bend. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's your go-to program if you've got tight lower backs. Remember, it's for non-specific tight lower backache, not for acute issues such as a herniation, a prolapse, spinal arthritis, and so on. Do this program, do it for 2 weeks. Let me know how you get on. Send me a comment, like, subscribe, share, and then this is going to help me grow my online community, and I can get more programs like this out to more of you out there. Thanks for watching. Bye.